Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming, my little ponies. How are you doing tonight, man? Can't believe one of you guys sent me a freaking email saying that you were going to make it so I can't walk anymore. Oh, what are you waiting for, man? Hurry it up and do it, because if I can't walk, then I don't have to go to work no more. Then I can just sit and play video games all day. So get on it, buddy. Oh my gosh. What's up, man? Why are these PlayStation fanboys getting so triggered over this stuff, man? It's just video games. Video games. Video games. People like Xboxes. Why? Because they like Xbox. People like PlayStation. Why? Because they like PlayStation. It doesn't matter what you play. This channel here doesn't care what you play, doesn't tell you what to play. I just like playing my Xbox more than my PlayStation. I have them both. I buy the games on both of them. So I don't know why you got to come to my channel and get all triggered, man. We're just a video game channel, bro. Oh, what's up, OCD gamer? Hey, Shaq, how you doing, man? Yeah, this dude sounded pretty hurt, man. He's like, I'm gonna find your email address and I'm gonna show you, buddy. I'm gonna show you. Let's see, what did he say? Cameron. His name is Cameron. Cameron. Oh, and he told me to off myself too, man. I was like, oh my gosh. And he told me I was a corporate slave. I'm a corporate slave. Oh my gosh. That's pretty funny. That is super interesting. What is a corporate slave? Like I don't even know what the hell a corporate slave is, man. I'll tell you what, man, if Capcom put out a brand new Resident Evil game and Microsoft put out a brand new Halo game on the exact same day and I only had enough money to buy one of them, pretty sure I'd buy the new Capcom Resident Evil before I would buy the new Halo, bro. I mean, I don't know. I mean, okay, let's put it this way. If Sony put out God of War and Ubisoft put out another Assassin's Creed on the exact same day and I could only buy one, I would buy the Assassin's Creed game. That's just me, man. That's just me. I'm not a fanboy of either console freaking. I'm not a first party fanboy. I'm not a first party fanboy. I like playing them. They're a bonus to the console, but I'm not one of them kind of people that are like, oh my gosh, man, if they put out a game, I'm gonna be the first to buy it. No, dude, if another one of my favorite companies put out one of my actual favorite games, yeah, man, I would go with the Assassin's Creed or the Capcom game or something. I would literally probably buy a new Street Fighter over Halo for sure. I would definitely buy a new Street Fighter over Halo. But would I buy a new Street Fighter over Forza Motorsport? See that one there, man. I'm a bigger racing fan than I am a Street Fighter fan, so I would probably buy the Forza Motorsport. I don't know, man. I don't know about the Gran Turismo thing. I don't know. I'd probably buy the Street Fighter. No, I'm just joking. That's so bad. That is so freaking bad. So what'd you guys think of that video, man? GT7 versus Forza Horizon 5 reflections on the hood, man. I thought that was pretty thought that was pretty low of me to do that, to tell you the truth. I felt like I was, but I put so much work into that video I couldn't just scrap it. but I felt kind of bad for doing it. I did. I felt kind of bad for doing it, but somebody needs to call Digital Foundry out, man. It's like they can't just start these freaking little console wars and get everybody all fired up and then be like, because this is the way it is, man. Everything they say is their opinion, just like everything I say is my opinion. Everything they say when it comes to video games and all of that kind of stuff, and what looks better to them, dude, that is their opinion. What looks better, that's them and their, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, they sat here from the first of this generation telling us that the PlayStation games look better than the Xbox ones, or they had a higher resolution, or they look better. I cannot confirm that, dude. My eyes like the way the Xbox games looks better. I mean, Assassin's Creed on my Xbox looks way more better. Looks way better than my PlayStation. What are some of those other games that first came out? I mean, Dirt 5 looks just as good as the PlayStation version. There are some when it comes to rendering metallic objects on the PlayStation 5, it does do that a lot better for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. It does give metal a better appearance. I hate Dirt 5 with a crack game. Yeah. See, I like the new Grid Legends better than I do the than I did Dirt 5. I didn't put a lot of time into Dirt 5. I didn't really like it that much. There wasn't enough. I like the point to point races, like the sprint races, the sprint rallies, and there just wasn't enough in that game for me to care about. There just wasn't enough in there for me to care about. It was almost like they kind of rushed Dirt 5 just to get it out. Because it was seriously lacking in content when they put it out. It's seriously lacking in content now. I mean, what have we gotten? Like maybe 2 or 3 more tracks since it came out. No more point to point races. It's all no. I mean, no new location, nothing like that. And they said there was going to be all kinds of content for that game, but it dried up pretty quick, man. When was the last time they even put out an upgrade for that, man? I spent what was it, like $90 for that when it first came out? That sense of reality, guys. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. I try not to engage with some of them, man. They're just too over. They're just too over the top, man. It's like why they sit here and call me an Xbox fanboy, but yeah, here they are, dude, trying to hold that PlayStation up on their shoulders like their life depends on it or something. I'm like, dude, man, it's okay, bro. It's okay. You don't have to try so hard to hold the PlayStation up, man. It's doing just fine, man. Isn't it outselling the Xbox like 5-1 right now? I mean, no, honestly, the comments, the new Forza is getting in on is honestly hilarious. People in the comments saying GT7. Oh gosh, dude, GT7 plays like garbage compared to not garbage. GT7 feels really too good to be true. Like it just feels way too good to be true. You put GT7 side by side with the Assetto Corsa Competizione, dude. Oh my gosh, man, it's not even close. After I played this is the thing. After I played Assetto Corsa Competizione, dude, like I can't take Gran Turismo seriously anymore, man. Like it's not a racing sim anymore. It's not like a beauty pageant anymore. It's basically just it I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, on cross-gen hardware versus new engine Forza. Yeah. I mean, you can already tell that Forza Horizon 5 has a better handling model, a better driving model. Like it's got more points of contact on the tires. Just the way the cars handle and feel compared to either Forza Horizon 4 or Forza Motorsport 7. Like you can already tell if Forza Motorsport's going to be better than that, dude. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. It's a shit show. It's what it is. I'm sick and tired of PS Foundry and their disingenuous. Exactly, man. You can just tell, man, when they cover a PlayStation game, they're super apologetic or they're super forgiving or they're super like oh yeah, we understand. And then when they cover an Xbox game, it's like, oh, I can't believe Microsoft didn't do this, or why didn't they think of that, or why is it this way, and what's going on with that? And I'm like, are you serious, guys? Like the PlayStation 5 version of Gran Turismo 7, their top of the line freaking racing game that's gonna be in the Olympics. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me, dude? That's the foot they put forward for their racing game. Every generation I've ever bought the racing game was always the freaking showcase. Always the showcase. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Every time they always put out there, like they put their best foot forward with those racing games. They looked freaking great. And those were console sellers because they always have been. Racing games are like one of the pillars for like console selling games, man. And for Gran Turismo 7 to come out looking like that, I mean, like every time I see them on Twitter, they're always like, "Oh yeah, guys, we got some more Scape stuff," and I'm like, dude, nobody cares about Scapes, bro. Like that's you, PlayStation. You're the only one that cares about that stuff. Like nobody else cares about it. Like everybody out there, when I get on there and I read like the comments from the other, Gran Turismo fans, dude, they're mad. They're not happy. They want the microtransactions fixed. They want the handling fixed. They want everything fixed. Like the real fans, the ones that actually sit there and like that actively play the game and care about it, not just the little fanboy warriors that are like, oh my gosh, dude, it's a freaking beautiful game, man. It's like, oh, hey, thanks, Enrique. I appreciate that, man. Uh, FF7R had you mad, bro. I'm not even mad, Jeremy Russell. I'm not mad about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, bro. I'm disappointed and I feel bad for the Xbox fans that don't get to play that game. I'm not mad. I don't care. I have a PlayStation 5, dude. I could buy that game right when it comes out. Like, I don't care. I feel bad for the Xbox fans that are going to miss out on that again. Like, that was so disappointing when I heard that. I was like, dang, man, how could you do that to these fans, Square Enix? Like, seriously, man. Like, I get, like, if you're gonna get bought by Sony, dude, hurry up and get that done so that you can be a Sony first party developer. Then I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care at all. I'd be like, dude, if Sony owns you, man, yeah, I see no reason for you to have to put your games on the Xbox. Like I don't see any reason for Xbox to have to put any of the companies they buy on the PlayStation, man. Like it sucks. It sucks when they buy them outright, but when they money hat third party games that like everybody loves, that's where I'm kind of like, ooh, boy, I don't know, man. I kind of draw the line there. And you should too, man. You should too. PlayStation Foundry line, by the way. PlayStation Foundry aren't lying, by the way. I believe everything they say. I just think they are biased in their presentation. I don't see a video breaking down a YouTube video on the GT7 trailer. Yeah, because they didn't do it. They didn't. Welcome back, Andy Hart. This is a freaking toxic generation, man. Like it's so toxic. The same thing can be said about Xbox fanboys always talking about PlayStation. Yeah, no. I mean, this isn't me being biased or anything, but dude, every time I put out positive PlayStation content on this channel, Tony, they don't sit and pick it apart, bro. The Xbox fans on this channel don't sit and call me names and down talk me and all of that stuff, dude. They don't say anything negative about it. If anything, some of them have been like, "Oh man, that does look pretty interesting. Maybe I will buy it and stuff." The PlayStation fanboys, dude, every time I say something nice or good about Xbox, dude, they're all right there, dude. They're all with their negativity, man. So I've got my own data from my own channel, from my own content. PlayStation fanboys are far more ignorant than the Xbox guys are. Every once in a while, I'll get an Xbox fan that'll say something demeaning about one of the PlayStation things that I do, but nowhere near as bad as the PlayStation fanboys. Go through all my videos, Tony, and you see yourself, dude. You do some research, man, and tell me if you really still think that the Xbox fanboys are worse than the PlayStation ones, man. I do that for every one good comment I get from an Xbox fanboy, I get 10, 15 freaking negative things from the PlayStation fanboys, dude. I played Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's not that great. Got it free on PS. Yeah. Fanboys are the most cancerous fan base. They are, dude. They are a cancerous fan base. The fanboys, Tony. We're not talking about regular PlayStation fans that like PlayStation and like playing video games. We are talking about the freaking fanboys, dude. That the fanboys are the cancer in this generation, dude. They are, man. As an Xbox fan, I couldn't give a rat's ass about Final Fantasy VII. Hey, MR2, how's it going, man? Square give their games to the highest bidder. They're all about the Benjamins, and you can't fault them for that. No, not really. Boycott. I don't believe in boycotting anybody, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. Xbox wants to put it on Game Pass and probably wants to sell it. they don't want to put everything on Game Pass, Jeremy Russell. I don't understand where you guys get that argument, dude. Like seriously, where did that argument ever come from? Like the Xbox gamers don't buy games? Like whatever, dude. Whatever. Xbox gamers buy just as many games as as they want to, man. If you're an Xbox gamer and you want to buy a game, you buy a game, dude. The funny thing is about Xbox, Jeremy Russell, is Xbox games last a long time. You can buy an Xbox game and you can play it for months. You can buy a PlayStation game and play it for days or hours even. So I don't understand where you get that from, dude. I've got my backlog on Xbox, and I'm pretty sure I speak for every single Xbox fan out there. Your backlog grows really fast. Once you start playing Xbox, you get a pretty big backlog because yeah, dude, you get stuck on the game and you keep playing it and you keep playing it, and then pretty soon you're like 300 hours into a game and you're like, wow, dude, I wanted to play that other game I bought 5 months ago. You know what I mean? And most Xbox gamers, we're older guys that freaking yeah, dude, we have more money than time, so we buy a lot more games, man. I don't know where you guys come up with this. Xbox wants to put it on Game Pass all the time. Dude, that's the dumbest freaking argument I've ever heard, man. Like, seriously, come on, guys. Get with the picture. No, don't get Sony fanboys. Definitely most toxic fanboy. When Xbox wins, they act like casuals, but when PlayStation wins, they are hardcore. What's that supposed to mean? Care play games, bro. They come in riding them checkerbirds. They swoop in on them checkerbirds just to get a quick freaking word in, man. What's up, White T Shadow? They all swooping in on them checkerbirds. Baka, baka. They're like, oh, we got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Xbox got no games. I'm like, dude, why would you be rude about that, dude? Like, seriously, man. It's like there's Xbox gamers that want to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and you guys are like, see, Xbox sucks and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, Xbox doesn't suck. It would run that game a lot better than the PlayStation 5 does. But then they're like, yeah, but they can't put it on the Xbox because it won't run on the Series S. And I'm like, dude, seriously, guys, come on. Come on, really? You think that Final Fantasy VII or remake isn't going to run on a freaking Xbox, dude? Seriously? Do you really think that? Purge the PS Xenos come from? I know, huh? Nobody ever said it was every single PlayStation gamer out there, Tony. It's the PlayStation fanboys that come to my channel that say the rude stuff. Stick with me, buddy. Stick with me. Stay right here. Stay right here, man. Quit thinking with your little I got a new PlayStation. I got PlayStation brain. You've been watching my content for a long time. You know I'm not a bad guy. I know you love your PlayStation because you are sitting right dead smack in the middle of your freaking honeymoon phase with it right now, bro. Like I get it. Like I understand it. I completely understand the honeymoon phase with a new console, bro. Like I get it. I was in the honeymoon phase with the Xbox for a long time because it kept giving me things that I wanted and that I appreciated and I cared about. The PlayStation 5 is only taken and taken and taken and taken since I've got it. So, like, I get it. I understand that you're in the honeymoon phase and you just barely got. I mean, you only had a Series S for a while, and then like going to a PlayStation 5 from a Series S. Yes, you can notice a difference in resolution and clarity on a 4K TV, man. Like you can, like it's obvious, and I've said that millions of times on this channel. So I don't understand like why you would think that I'm calling out every single PlayStation fan, dude. We got a lot of PlayStation fans in our community that are actual gamers that want to just play games. PlayStation fanboys act like SJWs. They actually kind of do, man. The drama is funny. It is pretty funny, actually. It is funny, but I mean, it gets to a point where it's like, my gosh, man, like there are some things. See, this is my thing, man. There are some things in gaming that really sting, man. Especially like these third party deals, man. Those really sting if you went out and you can only afford one console and you accidentally made decision to buy the one that the other person isn't going to get the your favorite game, dude, like that's soul crushing, man. Like that really sucks. Saw your previous video that threatening email you received should be sent to the police. Oh no, I'm not worried about it. I mean, if he can get here and make it so I can't walk, that just means I get to play video games more, right? You know what I mean? Like if he wants to come and make it so I can't walk, I mean, okay, dude, come and do it. That way I can sit here and play video games and make more videos. Oh man. There's a lot of attention. Oh yeah, dude, seriously. I've at least I feel like I'm fair. I don't know, man. I call the stuff out that doesn't make me happy about the PlayStation. Call the stuff out about the Xbox that doesn't make me happy too. But it's kind of hard to do when like when Xbox is always making me happy. Just open wallets and you will see how things will change. What are you talking about, man? Open our wallets to Microsoft and buy games? Dude, people buy games on Xbox. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Sony fans are fine, man. I like a lot of the same stuff they like. We have a lot in common. We both play the new God of War, and we're like, whoa, man, that was great. It looked freaking good. It looks so good. It looks so good. But then we're like, oh, wait, but the gameplay, man, it was average. Like every other freaking PlayStation game, it's all average. The gameplay is average. The cutscenes and the stories are usually pretty freaking like top of the line, dude. Like, I think there's maybe only a couple other developers out there that put in as much work as Sony does when it comes to cutscenes. But let's be realistic, man. If it takes 5 years to make another game on the PlayStation, you gotta imagine that most of that went into making those really high quality cutscenes that, dude, we could seriously live without. I mean, Sony's visuals, like in-game visuals, are already good enough to do like real-time cutscenes without having to make these expensive cutscenes, dude. They don't need to do that. Their visuals are already good enough to where they don't need to do that, to add all that extra freaking development time on top of freaking. But I know. But it's quality, man. It's so quality. I'm like, is it really quality though? It's like kind of immersion breaking now because they're getting way too good. The cutscenes are getting so good that it really does. It like breaks the immersion. You see these beautiful cutscenes, and then you go back to this average gameplay. It's really making the gameplay look worse, dude. To be completely honest with you, it really is dragging down the in between stuff that you have to get through to get to the next cutscene. The higher the quality of the cutscenes, and the lower the gap is getting too wide. That's all I'm saying. It's getting too wide, and it's getting a little bit like, oh man, I got to really go back to that after seeing that. Like seriously, that's why I appreciate like Ubisoft and all the other developers that do like the in-game, graphics and cutscenes. Man, that's better. That's better for me. I already own 50 games. Nice. That's what fanboys of the blight. The cats are. You're right. Let me scroll down a little bit so everybody can see. Oh, I remember in the 90s when games were $80 on Super Nintendo. I remember that too, man. The freaking Super Nintendo games were so gosh damn expensive. I remember paying $96 for Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I paid $96 for that, dude. I was like, my gosh. And then Sony comes out in the 90s and they start selling you games for $49.99, bro, on disc. And you're like, wait a minute. How do you think PlayStation got so popular so fast, bro? Like you could literally buy 2 games on PlayStation for the price of one Super Nintendo game. Nintendo couldn't compete with that. They were making cartridges. It costs way more to make a cartridge than it does to do a little freaking disc, dude. Discs were literally in the sense back then where these cartridges were costing Nintendo like $20 just to make a cartridge, man. They couldn't compete with PlayStation. Why do you think PlayStation got so popular so fast? And the PlayStation was easier to develop for too. It was easier to develop for than the Super Nintendo was. And then the Nintendo 64, Yeah, dude, Nintendo doubled down on that cartridge thing, and that really cost them a lot of freaking market share. That cost Nintendo a lot of market share trying to double down on those cartridges. You know, even going from 32 or even going from, 16-bit all the way to 64-bit, that didn't really help them that much because the 32-bit PlayStation was doing really nice side-scrolling games. And if you're transitioning from Super Nintendo to PlayStation with the side-scrolling games, the upgrade knows you're happy, man. You 30 from 16 to 32 bits, and then all the 3D games that were coming out, and they were more grown up and everything like that. That's how PlayStation got where they are right now, man. That's how PlayStation got where they were, man. I watched them do it to Nintendo, and now Microsoft is going to do it to them with a lower price when it comes to Game Pass. I gotta love how they freaked over Xbox announcing Persona for their consoles. They literally take everything at face value for marketing. They probably still think Street Fighter 6 and Resident Evil 4. Oh yeah. They might. See, I don't care if games go to PC. I've never cared, man. That does not make me feel like my console is any less has any less worth or anything like that. Wait, what was that, Andy? Will you be getting Last of Us again in September, Frog? Probably. Probably will be getting that. Why would I spend $1,500 on a PS5 when I can buy a huge number of PS2, PS1, and Xbox 360 games with that money? Yeah. Yeah, PC and GPU technology is increasing quite rapidly. Can't wait for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You're buying it day one for $70. Nice, man. I'm probably gonna buy it too. I was thinking about waiting until it's like $20 and then buying it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It just depends. It just depends, man, if I'm even in that mood when it comes to that. Because I personally, I mean, I thought Final Fantasy VII Remake, the first one was all right, but it was just all right, man. It wasn't like, and then the Yuffie DLC, that was so annoying. I couldn't even finish it. I didn't care about it then. So I don't know, man. If they're gonna keep if yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I might pick it up. I don't know. It just depends. It just depends. Can you emulate most older games on Series X? Yeah, I believe you can. I was gonna pass $70 for the last. Quit calling me a cuck. Quit calling me a cuck, cabbage. I'm, I'm not a cuck. I just like pretty visuals, man. It looks so good. It looks so good. I gotta buy it. It looks good. PlayStation fans don't really like competition. That's why they're a fan of single player games. True. Very true. Put them in front of a multiplayer game and they don't know what to do. PS Greatest Hits, $20. Yeah. Yeah, that was another like freaking dig at like Nintendo, bro. That $20 when they started doing the greatest hits, man, that was dude, Nintendo just couldn't keep up with that, man. That like really hurt the Nintendo. I have nearly 200 digital games on Xbox and over 300 on PlayStation, so I class myself as a gamer, not a console warrior. Exactly, dude. The only thing Xbox is missing is VR support. Oh yeah, VR support would be nice if Xbox did it. I would like to see them do something like you can do with the PC and just use like a Quest or something. You know what I mean? Or maybe Xbox just do like a standalone headset. I would like it if they would do a standalone headset, kind of like the Quest VR. That would be cooler that you could actually use with your Xbox. I would like that more. You getting it for PC, Evans, or no? What's Evans getting? The Whitey Shadow getting it for PC. You know that 3060 Ti outperforms a PlayStation 5. The game deserves it. I probably will buy it on PC, dude, when it comes out. I probably will buy The Last of Us again, but I'm gonna buy it on my PC. Every game I've bought on the PC has been way better than what the PlayStation 5 is doing. So yeah, dude, it does make sense. If the game's coming out on PlayStation and PC on the same day, I'd probably buy the PC version. You know, to come to think about it, man, when they announced Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, they didn't say it was exclusive to PlayStation 5. They just said it's coming to PlayStation 5. It didn't say nothing about exclusive. So I don't know, man. It might still be coming. I mean, it could possibly. I had a PS5. I had PS5 owners come to the game store I work at yesterday, coming shopping for PS3 games, saying there was nothing for them to play on PS5. They finished the games that are out, are now bored. I mean, that's I mean, like when it comes down to it, that's literally where I'm at with PlayStation 5. I buy the games, I get through them, I have no desire to replay them. So then I'm technically bored, man. Ever since I bought my Xbox, ever since I bought the Xbox, man, this is the thing, guys. What Mr. DJ Silence is saying, and it's true. It is true. You can ask my nephew too. He says the same thing about the PlayStation fans. If you play PlayStation first party games and then you don't, well, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, it just depends on your style of game too, man. If like one and done over the shoulder kind of games are like your thing, then yeah, dude, it's kind of dry right now for those experiences. So PC guys are getting PlayStation trash. Like Last of Us looks like generic garbage. I won't buy any PlayStation unless there is a crack version. There probably will be one, man. Don't know how to shut up and let play the game. I'm looking at you, Ghost of Tsushima. I'm looking like Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima. I like that game. I really liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I really like the combat in that game. But that's my thing, man. Like I stick to the story content and I get through that, and I don't really care about doing like side quests in open world games that often. Too hardcore, Master Chief. I know. At this point, I'd rather just wait for Final Fantasy VII to drop with the whole trilogy. I know, huh? Well, by the time you get the next one, because it is 3 parts, and they're going to sell them to you for $70 a pop, man. That's a lot of money for a game that came out on 2 discs back in the freaking day, or what was it? 3 discs? Was it 2 or 3 discs? I don't remember, but you could play through the whole freaking Final Fantasy in like 25 hours back in the day, man. And now they're going to sell you these 30-hour games for. I mean, it is cool that they're expanding it. Like I like that. I really do appreciate that. But but 3 games, man, that just kind of seems like they're milking it. I did a fair amount of the side quests on Ghost of Tsushima. I did a fair amount of them. I probably did more side quests on Ghost of Tsushima than I do on most games. I put 50, what was it, 55 hours into that game on my playthrough. So I mean, I did. I put a lot of time into that game. Like it's not a bad game at all. It's just once I get through them, once I got through it, I don't ever go back. I don't ever have that desire to like jump right back into Ghost of Tsushima like I do with like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. But I'm a major Assassin's Creed fan. Like I'm a really big Assassin's Creed fan. Oh, new cards are coming. Some are good. Remake is good, better than OG. See, I mean, there's a lot of games on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 and original Xbox and stuff like that I would love remakes for, but I want them expanded. I want them like Resident Evil 2 remakes, not just some upgraded visuals, dude. I checked out Naraka Blade Point. The game is fun, but it's trash. The game is fun, but it's trash. I don't know. I was gonna download it and play it too, but I don't know. I just don't know, man. I might be getting something. I might be getting code for a certain game tomorrow that is probably going to keep me busy for the rest of the week. And I've still got to get out that I still got to get out some Elder Scrolls Online stuff. On X, what's up, my friend? I should have just asked him for X or for PC code on that one though. It's on the Epic Game Store because Square Enix loves that exclusivity money. That's why Final Fantasy VII is not on Xbox or Steam. It's on Steam now. Final Fantasy's on Steam now, man. I need a Bloody Roar remake. A game over $40 on PS Plus. Premium require a demo from what I'm told. So try it out a bit to see if you like it. See, the PlayStation's still trying to make me my PS Plus was up on the 11th, and they're still trying to make me pay $119, dude. They're still trying to make me upgrade for a whole year. So I'm gonna have to let it completely go out before I do it. What's up, and Anthony? How you doing, man? Welcome back. Oh, not going, not much, man. We're just talking video games again, like we always do, because that's what's cool. Once my PS Plus expired, I'm not getting it again. Don't need it. I mean, theoretically, you really don't. I don't know, man. As long as you have your PlayStation 5, you can as long as you have your PlayStation 5, your saves should be on there. Fuckers like Square made me want to pirate the shit out of that game. I know. See, and that's just something I would never do. I would never pirate any game. Worst thing I've done is bought code off like Aniba and stuff like that. But I only use those if I already own a copy. Is the last Call of Duty multiplat, bro. I don't know, man. I thought for sure Call of Duty was going to go to Game Pass only, man. They are going to be bringing. They are going to be bringing. They are going to be bringing demos to Game Pass too, Matthew. But you don't have to pay for them. As far as I know, they're not going to increase the price $3 to play like freaking demos and PlayStation 2 games, bro. Are you serious, PlayStation? Are you serious? Don't you need PlayStation Plus for online play? Yeah, you do. So I had a breakthrough, Frog. I'm no longer supporting platforms. I'm only supporting the games I have an interest in. So I could care less about PlayStation or Xbox. Just give me a game. It's pretty much where we are with. That's pretty much what everybody's coming to, man. It's the games that really matter. The console is just a medium for you to enjoy the thing that you love, bro. PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, cloud, whatever. It's just a medium that you choose to deliver your game, man. I like the Xbox, for like the backward compatibility the most. The enhanced backwards compatibility is probably the best selling point for me with the Xbox Series X. The PlayStation 5 is probably the exclusives, and PC is the power. The power. And then Nintendo Switch is obviously exclusives too. You know what I mean? So that's why I have every console. And now I have a PC too. I like to play on the PC. The PC is a beast. The PC makes graphics look really pretty. I'm not even joking, man. When I was playing Ghostwire Tokyo on the PC with everything maxed out, I was getting that, whoa, this is next gen feeling. You know what I mean? Like I was like, my mind was like, wow, this looks incredible. My mind was doing that whole like the little freaking Twitch thing when you see that new game that like really like makes you really like Ghostwire Tokyo is that one that like really cemented that like, wow, this looks incredible on the PC. Not even God of War. Not even God of War could do that, man. Ghostwire Tokyo was the one that took it away for me, man. I sat there all day yesterday and got through that game. Woo, woo, boy. Oh boy, it was great, dude. Playing. Okay, so when I was playing it on PlayStation 5 at 60 frames a second, man, like it is playable at 60 frames, but like it just after playing it at over 100 frames a second on PC, dude, it felt so sluggish to try to play that on PlayStation. I was like, "Whoo, boy!" And then to get like the pretty visuals on the 4K TV, oh man, like yeah, dude, it just wasn't working, man. 30 frames a second, like I just couldn't do it, man. after playing at 100 frames a second that game and feeling how that feels and how fluid and great the combat feels, going back to like 30 frames a second, and it's like trying to shoot them things in mud. No, man, no, no, no. That was the game that sold me on the first person shooters. I'm already sold on racing games on the PC. That was the one that just sold me on first person shooters on the PC. And I'm playing that with a controller too, and it feels so much better on playing that with an Xbox controller. Killed the Console Wars by showing all their games coming to Game Pass day and date and being on clouds, so I don't need an Xbox to play Microsoft games, so I got a PS5 and Game Pass. That's true, man. The PlayStation 5, I mean, it's a great console. It really is. If like I've said a million times on this channel, if all I had was a PlayStation 5, I would probably be a happy camper. But if all I had was a PlayStation 5, I don't think I would be a YouTuber because nobody would watch my content because nobody cares about PlayStation content, dude. Like nobody cares. Nobody cares. I put out PlayStation videos and nobody watches them. They're like, we don't care. I mean I know that some of you guys watch them, but I'm talking about like the new people coming in to watch them. Nobody cares. There's already so many mouthpieces out there for the PlayStation that doesn't matter. Oh, you just need a beast gaming PC. Hey Anthony, play all your stuff, man, on a 1440p monitor, bro, and you'll be super happy. You'll be super happy. You'll be like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. It looks so good. I really hope that Microsoft will start putting games out with a like high quality, like super high visual 1440p mode, because then they can just play it and no one cares to watch your PlayStation content because your channel is primarily Xbox. Yeah, but they don't know that when they see when they see the thumbnail, they're like, they don't look at it and be like, oh my gosh, this is an Xbox channel. They don't know that this is an Xbox channel. Like the new people, they don't know. It's like I put out PlayStation stuff and then like nobody cares. Nobody cares about the PlayStation stuff because it just looks so good. Maybe because I'm a little bit too hard on the PlayStation stuff. Like, I don't know, man. You don't have to worry about the checkerboard on PC. Not at all, dude. There's no checkerbirds in there. They don't live there. I'm using an RTX 3060 Ti. Yeah, just a little feller, man. And and it's incredibly good. It does everything I need it to do. Who cares about Horizon, Elden Ring? Yeah, exactly, dude. Horizon Forbidden West is an all right looking game. I mean, it looks great now. I don't think you should, Anthony. Once you go PC, dude, it's kind of hard to go back, man. Nope, you're not too hard on the PlayStation fanboys. If anything, go harder. I know I'm not too hard on the fanboys. Well, okay, so here's the thing, Zero Pile. Like I used to be a PlayStation fanboy, man. And you know, if it wasn't for somebody like if it wasn't for me like listening to like people that I liked, you know what I mean? It's like even though I don't agree with what they were, even though I didn't agree with what they were saying, I still like the person. So like after a while, it just started like making sense. And like I started seeing this stuff with my own eyes because I had an Xbox. So I started seeing things with my own eyes. And I was like, wait a minute. Why Digital Foundry said that this was no Digital Foundry told me different. Why doesn't it look like that? Why are my eyes lying to me? Digital Foundry said, you know what I mean? And then like it all clicked and I was like, wait a minute, dude, these guys are like it's like they're treading water, you know, because how many people really go out and buy two consoles? You know what I mean? It's easy to, I mean, like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna lose one person that can buy a couple consoles, you know, you might lose one or two of them, you know, every once in a while, but I mean, and then how many of them are actually going to start their own YouTube channel too and like call you out, you know? Because yeah, you know what I mean? Like Digital Foundry's pretty safe, man. They're pretty safe. They just keep doing what they're doing, man. PlayStation will keep writing them checks. Well, I'd see. I'm not gonna say that. That's kind of rude. I don't know if PlayStation's writing them checks. It's not good for me to say that. But I'll tell you what, I know their base is a lot more PlayStation than it is Xbox. So if you're gonna keep your PlayStation fans happy, you're gonna have to say nice things about the PlayStation version, even if you don't think it looks that great. Like Gran Turismo 7. There are some things on Gran Turismo 7 that look really, really good. Mainly the cars. Everything else is like, oh man, it's really not that great. Frog, you're a nice guy, but in denial. Why am I in denial, dude? What? Okay, Mr. Din. Mr. Din says I'm in denial. Mr. Din, what is the main thing that PlayStation fans say when they talk about PlayStation games? What's the main thing, bro? They look so good, man. They look so good. They look so good. They're quality. That's the thing they always say. That's the thing they always say. They don't ever talk about the gameplay. They don't ever talk about the gameplay, man. Why? Because the gameplay is super average. And most of them, my graphics, exactly. My exclusives, man. They pay other good developers that make good games. They pay to keep those off of other platforms, and then they make really good looking graphics for their video games to hide the. I mean, seriously, dude. How many PlayStation games? I mean, if you're just being honest, if you're just being honest with yourself, how many PlayStation games have you rushed through the gameplay just to get to the next cutscene? You don't have to answer in here. Just ask yourself that question. Like, how many of these games do you rush through to get to the next cutscene or to get to the next story beat and completely just don't care about the average gameplay? Like, ask yourself that question, and then you'll understand. Like, it's not. I'm not in denial. I'm just it. I'm woke. I'm woke, man. I'm woke. I'm woke, man. I'm woke. Oh, the gameplay of Uncharted, Last of Us, Spider-Man, and God of War average. Spider-Man was really, really good. Uncharted, yeah, I mean that one is pretty kind of average, bro. I mean, so is freaking the so is Tomb Raider, man. It's average gameplay. I'm not saying the average gameplay is bad. I'm just saying that it's average gameplay, bro. And if you've got I'm embarrassing myself. Okay, buddy. Yeah, I'm embarrassing myself. How am I embarrassing myself, man? That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel, man. I'm not gonna change how I feel just because somebody else doesn't agree with me. That's stupid, man. I mean, maybe there's something that somebody could show me that I haven't seen that would change my mind because I'm not, dude. Every opinion I have is not set in stone, especially when it comes to video games. Like that changes all the time. Like I turned on Ghostwire Tokyo on the PlayStation 5 to make the video on that, and I was playing it on the 1440p monitor, and it changed the way I felt about how that looked. So I made a video and I put it out. But yeah, dude. Um Uncharted is average, Last of Us is average, Spider-Man is a little bit above average, and then God of War, yeah, God of War, dude, God of War, Godfall. What else plays like those games? Um, the Order 1886, man. There's like 10 freaking games that play exactly like God of War, bro. The only difference about God of War is the one camera cut, bro. That's the biggest thing on that. You can't jump anymore like any of the old games. Exactly what's about an Xbox. My eyes open to it all, and they're honestly some of the weirdest fanboys. Yeah, Gears of War's average, Halo's average. Every single one of these AAA games are average, bro. They're all average. They're all the exact same damn thing that we keep buying over and over and over again. And then we always feel empty after. And if you're saying that you don't feel that way, okay, whatever, buddy. Like, okay, man, because I feel empty after I play $70 and I get through them. I'll tell you what, all these other games that I've been playing lately, these double A freaking games or these indie titles, they've been a little bit better than freaking average. Most of them, dude. Like Ghostwire Tokyo, that game didn't feel average. That game felt above average because it felt new, it felt different, it felt a little more exciting than the run-of-the-mill freaking Ubisoft game. Like, yeah, you run around, you unlock towers, and it moves the fog or whatever, so you can progress in the city, but it's tied to a story, and there's an actual reason instead of just climbing a tower, hitting the freaking thing, and then watching all the clouds disappear. There was a story that like made you like that made it so like, yeah, dude, getting rid of the fog cloud is necessary to do it this way. You have to do it to progress. And then it kind of keeps you in an area and like you're just, dude, that game was so cool. I had so much fun exploring that game and playing that and listening to the story, dude. It was a pretty good game, man. OG eggs box. I like my eggs box, man. No. Yeah, dude, I really do feel like Gears of War and Halo and all of these games, they are just getting pretty average. They are getting pretty average. It's like they just keep making the same game over and over and over again. But dude, people keep wanting them to make the same game over and over again because for some reason we just want something newer. And these companies, they got to make money, so they make a little bit better console that makes our average game look a little better. We're like, yay, that looks better. Make me a remake now. And they're like, whoa, how about we just make you a new game? Okay, yeah, that's fine too. I'll take a new game. That would be cool. And then you forget about the old game that you used to like. And then seriously, like ask yourself this. Go back and play like one of them old PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 or even original Xbox games. Go back and play one of those and tell me that like you're like one of your best good favorite games and be like, oh yeah, man, I still love that game. I mean, I can go back to Castlevania Symphony of the Night and I can still play that game. And I'm like, yeah, this game is great. I'm actually thinking about doing a playthrough, like a live stream playthrough or something on that game. Batman inspired, Spider-Man. Stop. I know exactly, dude. It's like I've already played 4 Batman games before Spider-Man came out, guys. You realize that, right? And then Spider-Man Miles Morales came out and it was like playing another Batman game. Thank you. I totally forgot about Batman. Oh, and then guess what? We got that Lord of the Rings game too, man. That one was cool because it had the Nemesis system in it, but it pretty much had the same hit the triangle button to get out of the freaking to to counter the attack. Yeah, dude, it's the exact same thing with swinging around on a freaking on the on your web, man. Yeah. Yeah, the graphics and the inscription on the box. Exclusive. It's exclusive, so it's gonna have pretty visuals. So, what did you think of Returnal, Sifu, and Fist? I didn't play Fist. Sifu, Sifu would have been great. I just, dude, I wasn't really feeling the visual style of that game. But I mean, like gameplay, I said it was a pretty good game when it first came out. Returnal, I think, is fine. It just would have been better if it was $50. That was my only real problem with Returnal was I felt like the price was too high. But now that they added that new co-op mode to that game, that does make that game a lot better to play. I did go back there and I did play that. Returnal is a lot better game to play now. And that was really cool for them to add that without charging you any money for it too. That was pretty cool. I mean, I don't 100% think freaking PlayStation is evil, but PlayStation is evil. They are evil right now. I don't know why, too, man. It's like they're pushing so hard for this pricing and everything to go up, but it's like, man, if you're gonna see, this is my thing with PlayStation, dude. If they're gonna raise the price to $70 for these games, they can't just turn around and put them on sale a couple months later, you know. And I'm not saying that the PlayStation first party games have went down in price really fast after purchase. I'm talking about the 2Ks. I'm talking about the Square Enixes. I'm talking about the Activisions. I'm talking about the EAs. All these other ones that are putting this price at $70 for launch, and they're bringing out these broken games, and then they're fixing them and then selling them for $20 a few months later. That's why I think the $70 thing is a crock of crap, because they're like, yeah, I mean, it costs us more to make them. Then why are you selling them cheaper now? Why are you selling them cheaper, man? That just makes me feel like you are basically charging me to be a beta tester so that you can fix the game and then sell it off for the money that it's supposed to be. Batman copied Spider-Man 2's combat. Spider-Man pioneered the dodging combat. Rocksteady copied the formula, so heavy. Put it in the Spidey sense. I don't remember the Spider-Man 2 having, well, yeah, I guess Spider-Man on the GameCube did have that too. Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2. Which one was that? The PlayStation 2? Yeah. Oh. See that Sony removed 200 plus games from PS Plus with this transition? No, I didn't notice. I did not notice that. But in every conversation, I only hear The Last of Us, God of War, and Horizon. And Spider-Man. They talk about Spider-Man. We got Spider-Man. We got Spider-Man now. Isn't Modern Warfare 2 $70? Yeah. Yep, it is. It's $70. It is $70, but it'll be on Game Pass pretty soon after that, so it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna buy it for the $70. It's this one right here, Modern Warfare 2. I'll definitely play that one enough to feel good about my purchase. I didn't really feel that great about PS Plus. PS Now got 200 games removed. Oh, I see. 200 games, really? Yeah, I didn't notice that yet. Stray honestly looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna probably pick that up. I think it's coming to PC too. I'll probably just buy it on the PC. Just remember, Xbox is number one. They better not be $70. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they probably will. To be completely honest with you, Spike, they probably will keep them at $70, so people will sign up for Game Pass, dude. It's more of a value that way. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the games are going to be $70, man. We've put up a strong fight, but it doesn't seem like they're going to change that anytime soon. What's wrong with PS5? Nobody says it's bad. Exactly, dude. I don't think the PlayStation 5 is bad. Does anyone know if Cyberpunk is fixed? Yeah, definitely, Andy. Pick it up. Cyberpunk's amazing, dude. Pick it up. Play it on your Xbox. Definitely pick that up and play it. It's a dude. It was already good on the Series X before the patch, but the patch really did fix it. It made it a lot better. Stray actually does look like a fun game, man. I'm not hating on it. I will pick it up and check it out. Mobile gaming makes 50 times. Exactly, dude. They're all chasing. Why do you think DLC was invented in the first place, guys? It was to get you to hold on to your game longer so that you didn't sell it, because if they knew that if you held on to it for a certain amount of time, then you wouldn't be able to get as much money trading it in. If you look at games, like if you look at the release schedule for DLC, it's usually a couple months after the game comes out. Oh yeah, dude, I love RE Village. RE Village is probably my favorite one, my newest favorite one, because I like the fact that they brought in the supernatural part to it. And now that it's going to have a third-person camera, that's going to be freaking insane, man. That's literally going to be great. I'm going to be playing through that again when that launches. Stray will probably sell 5 million consoles to cat lovers for real, huh? just like what was it? Connectimals sold like 20 million freaking 20 million and things, so people could like virtually pet baby tigers, bro. I know that we bought one literally for that game, bro. My little kids love that so much, man. KOTOR 1 and 2, Kings Rumble, Rose, Jet Set Radio, dude. I'm gonna be so happy if they bring that one back and Crazy Taxi. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like games used to be fun when we were growing up. There used to be like fun games that were like fun to play, and now everything. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's gonna get back to that point soon. We saw what the actual gameplay is. Steam Deck is looking pretty decent. Someone made that meme. PlayStation was the furries coming true. More and more. Stray has another point to prove it. Stray, Ratchet and Clank. I could keep going. Oh man, BS. Games didn't change much. We did. Are you saying that we just don't like childish stuff anymore, Titus Crow? That could be true. That could be true. We're just not into that childish stuff anymore. I don't know, man. I would play a new Ready to Rumble boxing. See, Biomutant done with better budget and more time. The idea, yeah, dude. See, Biomutant is supposed to be getting a next gen patch. I just don't know when it's going to come out. I get on there every once in a while on oh gosh, let me see. I might have looked at them just recently. Biomutant. Biomutant. Well, only 36.2K people want them to be putting something out. Oh gosh. Remake Ring King. Watch games instead of playing them for real, huh? People just like watch those horror games get played, man. That's why we'll probably live stream Callisto Protocol. Probably just live stream that one. That one looks like it's going to be a great live stream. I'm pretty excited for that game. Who's getting Final Fantasy Crisis Core? I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to pick that up. That'll be a good game for a lot of people, man. Man, that'll probably be a pretty good game for a lot of people. See, I never played Crisis Core back in the day, so that one will be kind of new for me. Skip 90% of cutscenes in games. Can't stand it when they drag on. We all wanted games that were films. We just didn't realize it would be. It wouldn't be as much fun, though. I know, huh? Oh no, I think we wanted games. I remember thinking back, like when you remember when what was it, the Final Fantasy anime, not anime, but when they made that movie. I was like, man, I hope graphics look like that someday. And now we get graphics that look better than that. And I'm like, woohoo. DDR5 quad channel memory. How much can you see them charging $70 for it? They probably will charge $70. I got 2 hours into Biomutant and quit playing. Wasted $60. I beat it. I beat the game. It was actually pretty fun, man. I don't see, dude. If I was looking at when I reviewed Biomutant, like, yeah, you literally have to look at it from like a teenager's perspective, and it actually turned out to be pretty good. I thought it was fun. I beat the game. Yeah, dude, I was so happy when I saw that freaking. And now we got videos that look like that. Just like Astro's Play, shovelware. Why waste my storage with that? And that's an APU. Selling on Xbox and Nintendo, though, if they aren't putting a remake on. Yeah, that kind of. Well, to be completely honest with you, maybe they just didn't bring Final Fantasy VII remake to Xbox yet because they just put it on Steam. Maybe they want to sell a whole bunch of the see how many copies they could sell on Steam before they get a check from Microsoft and let them put it on Game Pass, bro. I mean, that's possible. They could do that. But I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it taking more than a few more weeks before it comes to Xbox at that point. It should come to Xbox soon if that is the thing, a couple weeks on Steam to see how many copies they can sell, and then once it starts falling off, then they drop it on Game Pass. Are you serious, guys? The PlayStation 5 doesn't support 6-player local play like every other version of the Turtles game. Are you serious? Paying more for less, huh? No crossplay on PlayStation 5 either. No crossplay on, to put it bluntly, yes and no. As currently only those playing the game on PC and on the Xbox, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S consoles can play together with PlayStation and Nintendo Switch players. With PlayStation and Nintendo Switch players only being able to play with those playing on the same platform, or in the PS5 case, playing the same version of the game. But what about cross save? Does the game support it? Unfortunately, for many players, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge currently does not support cross progression of any kind, which means that even though the game is available on various platforms, your progress will not be shared among them. I want cross platform or cross save to really be a thing more and more this generation, guys. That that needs to happen. I kept blowing into my controller when I was playing Astro and it didn't work. I don't know what I was doing wrong. Oh, you got a faulty blower? You got a faulty blow controller, man. Oh boy. Okay, guys, it's 10 o'clock work night. I gotta go, my friends. But I'm hoping to be pretty busy this week reviewing a game early, so I'll tell you guys more about it when I can. Maybe your mic was muted, Shadow. I know, just gotta blow. Oh man. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow or something, man. Oh, I didn't realize it was already so late. Happy Father's Day to everybody that's a daddy, soon to be daddy. Even if you're soon to be daddy, happy Father's Day to you. You guys have fun, man. And we'll see you in the next one.